What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Sunday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on my social media accounts at Sports Talk Matt. We're back after a losing day, but I got a lot to talk about and a lot to say about what happened last night. We won the horse race, but we lost $16. 0.16 units is what we are using as we went off $100. As I told you, that's what we were going to use. Harrison gets there with ease, but the under hits for Merab, who was dominant, and I mean dominant in his fight over Sugar. Sean O'Malley, the play of the day, goes down. Orioles' money line comes in late, so we end the day with a win. We're down 1.1 units on the day. Not that big of a deal, just a losing day on a Saturday. We're still having a winning week, winning month, and winning year. So let's get to this Sunday. But before we do that, I need to talk to you guys for just 1 second. So I tried to go exotic yesterday, and I thought it might be kind of fun to put out something for the Belmont because I thought, all right, let's mix it up. It's June, right? So let's add some new plays. Let's add something different. When I do that next time, and I'm not sure I will ever bet horse racing ever again, given the number of, and I'm sorry to call you guys this, but idiotic things that were said to me on social media, both on the Discord channel and on my Twitter account, from you guys who bet that and didn't understand or don't understand what pari-mutuel betting is. When the top two horses come in, the payout's not that great. So each $1 exacta paid out $6.60. It's not great. You go by three, we bet $3. It's basically $19-20, right? Well, we bet 36 to win 20 back. So we win, but we lose money. Why? Because we were hoping, and it would have been a different story, if the 6 horse, who came in third, on our ticket, by the way, if that horse comes in second or first, if Baeza comes in second or first, came in third, we have a winning day. We have a winning ticket. So I was playing defense on that. And then, the one horse on the rail wasn't really a factor in the race, but we put that on there as a 13-1 long shot just to try to come over the top. So we got sovereignty and we got journalism. Our ticket cashed, but that's pari-mutuel. That's horse racing. I can't get over the number of people who are barking at me and angry because you guys don't understand what you're betting. If you don't get how to bet horses, don't bet horses. Okay? Somebody said, why didn't Matt tell me this was a possibility? What do you want me to do? Spoon feed your food to you? Why didn't Matt tell me this was a possibility? Well, if you got what pari-mutuel betting was, if you haven't bet horse racing before, well, maybe you should ask somebody. Or maybe don't bet. Maybe just watch and see what can happen and live vicariously through all of us, rather than sending me hate DMs and messages on Twitter and everything else that went on yesterday, because the ticket that I predicted won, but it didn't win enough to make you happy because the ticket lost money by the horses coming in like I thought. So I predicted the race right, but you don't understand how to bet horses, and so you're going to be a baby. I don't know if I'll bet a Triple Crown race again. I don't know. But that was ridiculous yesterday. I'm mad at myself because I wanted to give myself an out with that parlay. I should have just bet Merab and gone with Sugar on kind of a half a unit knockout, and Merab should have taken money line. I did not think Merab was going to submit O'Malley. I'll admit that surprised me. O'Malley was doing great with takedown defense. He had 20 seconds in the round to survive that, and he couldn't do it, unfortunately, in the third round. So the under comes in. I thought an under bet was decent for a flyer play on that, but I just took O'Malley on the money line instead as a flyer play. So unfortunately, we lost 2 units on that, but the Orioles come back and get a W for us. So again, not that big of a deal. All right, let's talk NBA basketball today. We've got Game 2 NBA Finals. 3 bets for us going on that, and a strategic play. I'll tell you about that here in just 1 second, and a bet on Sunday Night Baseball between the Red Sox and the Yankees. But before I do that, let me remind you about the BettingPros app. Have you download the free BettingPros app yet for iOS and Android. With Sportsbook Sync, you can automatically track your bets across all major sportsbooks in one spot, easily monitor your bet performance by sport and bet type, including game picks, props, and parlays. That app is where you find the play of the day, which is now 9-1 over the last 10 days and 6-1 in the month of June. Best place to find the play of the day is right there on the BettingPros app. You can create custom betting systems to find winning trends and profitable opportunities. You guys, as I told you before, you can get a 7-day trial for BettingPros Premium, where you can find the prop bet cheat sheet, the same prop bet cheat sheet that I have pulled 2 bets off of for today's NBA game that I am going to play on the Daily Juice. You guys can go and find that on BettingPros Premium with the promo code JUICE after you download the BettingPros app. After you sync your sportsbooks to it, you then go and use the code JUICE. Free day 7 trial for BettingPros Premium. Go and check that out today. It's also where you guys can go and check out Betting Pros in the Betting Pros systems, which gives you a chance to build your own custom bet systems by bet type, time frame, best opportunities using real-time data and expert analysis. When you download the Betting Pros app, or go to bettingpros.com/systems to take a look at that and elevate your betting strategy when it comes to overall what we're doing here for the Betting Pros app. I'm going to try this week when it comes to baseball, depending on when, maybe not this week. Whenever we lose either hockey or the NBA Finals or the Stanley Cup Final, whenever we see one of those two end, I will come back probably the next time we have a day with no championship sports, either hockey or basketball, and I'll do a little bit more of an in-depth explanation of a Betting Pro system, and I will bet a Betting Pro system that we have currently on the app, and we'll make a play off of it to kind of explain it more, because I don't think we have a great grasp of how to explain the Betting Pro system and why is it such a cool tool that you guys can use, because it's a little wonky, it's a little math heavy, and it's a little trend heavy. So it's not a guarantee. It's not selling a pick. It's not any of that. It's just selling you access. The Betting Pros Premium subscription gives you access to this gigantic database of data that you then can sift through and use your own criteria to build a system that could help you make bets. So it's a little convoluted. I'll explain that more coming up later on in the month of June. All right, let's get to tonight. Let's start with the line. Pacers are catching 11.5 points. 11.5 points. If this closes at 11, it will be the third largest spread for an NBA Finals game over the last 21 years. We don't see these very often. We don't see this. This is a big, big number. The NBA Finals, 4 teams have been favored by -10 or higher, including what happened where it closed at 10 for OKC in Game 1. Those big favorites are 3-1 straight up, but they're just 1-3 against the number. Here's how I am playing this. At some point in this game, we're going to get a number much better for OKC than 11. I'm going to take the points before tip, all right? If it climbs overnight, take as many points as you can. Take 11.5, okay? Generally speaking, I like a 10-point middle. I'm not sure we're going to get a 10-point middle. I'm probably going to have to settle for like a 5-point middle. But the idea the Pacers go wire to wire is somewhat hard to see, okay? In Game 2, most likely they're not going to go wire to wire. So, at some point, the Pacers may have a lead. They may have, kind of a larger lead. And we can come in and take the Thunder at 4, 5, somewhere in that range and look to middle this, okay? That, I think, is the best way to play this. I don't know if OKC covers the 11. I think they probably cover 4 or 5. I think they most likely win this game. But in the first quarter, we bet that in Game 1, and we laid 3 with OKC. The number now is 4.5. That's too heavy, okay? All that emotion is now nervous energy for the Thunder. They came out, they were so fired up, they were so excited, the building was on fire, and let's go, and they were up by 9 points or 10 points after the first quarter. I could see them be trailing after the first quarter against the Pacers. I mean, they've got nothing to lose. They're playing with house money. They are loosey-goosey and good to go. The Thunder, they're going to be tight. They're going to be nervous. The Celtics lost game 1 and 2 at home to the Knicks, and they lost their series in 6. The Knicks lost games 1 and 2 to the Pacers, and they lost their series in 6. If the Thunder lose game 2, and they're down 0-2 going to Indiana, they are in serious trouble. And I mean serious trouble. I'll take the points. Pacers plus 11, and then we'll look to middle that somewhere below 2 possessions. If we get that number with OKC, we'll come in and jump on it with OKC. If not, if OKC gets out to a gigantic lead, we just ride the 11 and we hope that the scrubs come in and they cover it late and we get the plus 11 to come in for the Pacers, okay? It's not a guarantee, but you don't have to middle it. You can just ride the Pacers plus 11, but 11 points, as I just told you, I mean, this is an insanely high number for the NBA Finals for an 11-point spread, especially for the team that, well, won game 1 is now expected to get killed. If they get down by 15 points, that's kind of right where Indiana wants them, right? So along those same lines, let's go to the prop bet cheat sheet and let's talk about SGA. SGA, the MVP of the league. Points, rebounds, and assists. It's set for 42.5. Prop bet cheat sheet's projecting 42 points, rebounds, and assists. In the first game of this series, it got to 46. 38 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Short of the 47.5 point number. In game 5 against Minnesota, he had 49, went over this number. But in the whole series against Denver, the only time he went over 47 points, rebounds, and assists was game 1. Every other game against Denver, he was under. And the Pacers did a really good job in game 1. Under 46. Now, not way under, but still under. Prop bet cheat sheet, like I mentioned, is projecting this as going under. And you look at the numbers for SGA, 46, 49, 59, okay, overs. But then you get to Minnesota, 22, 49, 45, 42, 41, 44, 37, 38, and 46. So going all the way back to the 7th of May, SGA's only gone over this 3 times. It's a big number. Points, rebounds, and assists over 47.5. We're going to play the under. This is a 5-star play, according to the prop bet cheat sheet. This is a 70% cover probability. We're going under 47.5 for SGA, points, rebounds, and assists at minus 125. Now, you guys know I like to play one prop on each team, one over, one under. Let's talk about TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell, points, rebounds, and assists over 12.5 in game number 1. 14 to be exact. 12.5 is the number now. FanDuel's got it at minus 114 for TJ McConnell. This is a 68% cover probability. 15 points, rebounds, and assists is what the projection from the prop bet cheat sheet for TJ McConnell. 5-star play again here in a 40% expected value, which is the highest the prop bet cheat sheet will label a prop for 40% expected value. So this is a guy who has went over it in game 1, missed it against the Knicks in game 6, but had it at 17 in game 5. On the road against the Knicks, he went over this number all 3 times against the Knicks. Didn't go over against Cleveland on the road, missed it all 3 times, but on the road against the Knicks, had 16, 16, and 17. Had 14 in game 1, and the books came right back with a 12.5 for points, rebounds, and assists. We're going to play over points, rebounds, and assists for TJ McConnell here at minus 114. All right, so for the NBA plays for game 2 tonight, Pacers plus 11, looking to try to middle that. SGA under 47.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and TJ McConnell over 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists. You guys know I don't like betting baseball on Sunday, but I do bet the Sunday night baseball game, and when it's Red Sox Yankees, I will get involved with it. And additionally, I'll get involved with it because the Red Sox pitching staff is garbage. Sox won 10-7 yesterday. Garrett Crochet gave up 5 runs. Red Sox somehow rallied and scored 1 run in the second, 5 runs in the third, and 2 runs in the fourth, and then 2 runs in the ninth to win the game 10-7 after nearly blowing the game to the Yankees. It was what, 8-7, and they scored 2 runs of insurance and won the game 10-7. Trevor Story had 5 RBIs yesterday. Garrett Crochet K'd Aaron Judge 3 times, so he's due. And the Red Sox are turning around and throwing Hunter Dobbins. Well, here's the thing. You can bet first 5 over 4.5 if you want for the Red Sox. That team it's insane. First 3 over should be 2.5 or 3. First 5 over, I don't mind it. But the problem is that Carlos Rondon is pitching for the Yankees. And the Yankees are 21-11 at home, and the Yankees are really good after they lose a game this year. They're 16-7 this year. After they lose, they don't really go on losing streaks. So they tend to bounce back. They won game 1, lost game 2. Here's the rubber match. Here's the Sunday Night Baseball audience. And Carlos Rondon is 8-3 with a 2.49 ERA. And Rondon at home this year has been really good. 2.38 ERA. He's 4-2, 11 earned in 41 2/3 innings worth of work, and a 154 opposing batting average. So I don't like the Red Sox chances to score very much. I don't mind the Yankees on the run line today. It's cheap to bet the Yankees on the run line if you want. I'm not in love with the run line in rivalry games because the Red Sox offense can score at times and it can score against bullpens. And the Yankees this year on the run line are 29-34. That's just 46% of the time. So that's not really all that great. Against a loss, after a loss, they're 14-9 on the run line, which is a little bit better. Have them bounce back. But I think the better way of attacking it is to fade the Red Sox pitching staff. The Red Sox ERA in the first inning is over 12. It's actually the worst. If the year ended today, the Red Sox would have the worst ERA in the first inning ever in Major League Baseball history for a pitching staff. So, you can bet the Yurfee if you want that as well. But I think it's better to just look at the team total because I don't know how many runs that Rondon is going to give up to the Red Sox bats. Could be quite a few. But Hunter Dobbins is 2-1 with a 4.06 ERA, and this is a big spot for a young pitcher. He's got a 4.5 ERA on the road, 7 earned runs in 14 innings worth of work for him. His road starts have been against Milwaukee, where he went 3 innings, gave up 2 earned runs. Detroit, where he went 5 innings and gave up 5 earned runs. And the Royals, where he went 6 innings, gave up 0 earned runs. So a decent start on the road and then 2 not-so-decent starts against the Tigers and the Milwaukee Brewers. So against this team, the Yankees, in prime time on Sunday night, team total for the Yankees is 4.5. If Hunter Dobbins doesn't give it up, the bullpen for the Red Sox probably comes in and gives it up. So I don't hate Yurfee. I don't hate Yankees on the run line. I don't hate Yankees money line, but it's expensive. But I think the best bet is just to say the Yankees score 5 runs in this game. They've scored 5 runs in both these games so far. Yankees have scored 9 and 7. Yankees have scored against the Red Sox so far. So they flew over 5, over 4.5. Maybe that the Red Sox pitch really well, but I don't know. Red Sox offense, needs Roman Anthony, the number 1 prospect in baseball, who hit a 500-foot home run and a grand slam yesterday for AAA Worcester. I don't know what the Red Sox are waiting for to get this kid up. They scored 10 runs yesterday. You could say, well, Matt, they scored a bunch of runs, but I don't find somewhere to play him. Play him in right field, play him. I don't care. Just play him. He has to play. He has to be called up. Marcel Mayer came in and pinched hit. He got a hit and scored a run tonight for the Red Sox, so he's playing third base. He came in and played third. So it's, right now the Red Sox are a little bit of a mess. Pitching staff's been a mess all year. Team total Yankees over 4.5 for 1.2 units. That should say 1.2. Sorry, not 1.1. So, plays for today. Pacers plus 11. SGA under 47.5 points, rebounds, and assists. TJ McConnell over 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Yankees team total over 4.5 on Sunday Night Baseball. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.